We go to the Mercedes-Benz Vans phone line and welcome on this program, I believe for the first time, a man entering his 8th year in the National Football League. And he's now at the Minnesota Vikings, staying put in the NFC North after it appeared like he was going back to the AFC North for a split second. He is Za'Darius Smith of the Minnesota Vikings. How you doing, sir?
Yes, sir. Doing good. How about yourself, Mr. Rich?
I am doing just fine. Better for talking to you. What's going on in your world?
I wanna say thank you, man, for having me on the show, man. And I love your first name, by the way.
I appreciate that. What do you love about it? What do you love about it?
Hey, Rich, man, look, come on, man. Don't we all want to be rich one day?
What do you mean one day? I saw what you signed for with Minnesota.
He resembles that remark.
That's exactly right.
Yes,
so now I've already figured out early on in our conversation why Dalvin Cook calls you crazy. Did you hear him call you crazy? Did you hear that?
I did not, but I will for sure tomorrow to walk up to him and ask him why did he say that.
Well, he said that you bring energy to practice. He's crazy, man, quote unquote. Okay. That's what he said.
Crazy in a good way. Okay.
Yes. I'll read the quote. He's crazy, Cook said with a laugh. Practices are literally fun. He's going to be one of those players that gets our whole team better just bringing that energy. That's what he said.
Yes, sir.
So what are you like in practice then? Mm-hmm. What are you doing?
I'm an animal. I think yesterday we had a practice, and Coach had to tell me, Z, just to cool down a little bit. You know, this is the second day of OTAs. But we all know that I haven't played in a whole year, so just getting that feel of being back on the field, man, is excitement for me, and I just got to control myself, basically. But I'm loving it.
You were told to take it down a notch? Is that what you're saying? Yesterday?
Yes, sir. You know, I was a little too hyped. Like I said, I haven't played in a whole year, man, and just being excited to be with the new team and being out there with my new teammates, man, it's very exciting for me.
Okay. Before we get to your here and now, what happened in March where it looked like you were going back to the team that drafted you for a split second, Baltimore, but then you go wind up in Minnesota? What happened?
Some of the things didn't work out. I know we were negotiating, but things didn't go the way we wanted it to, man. I know I want to thank them for just giving me that opportunity, you know, coming out of college and drafting me. And it would have been good to go back there, but, you know, everything didn't work out. But I ended up where I needed to be. How about that?
Okay, no, that's good. That's good. Is there any truth to the conversation that you were talking? You figured where you might be in the neighborhood of money, and then other neighborhoods like Von Miller's neighborhood got a little bit more high rent, and you wanted something else. Is that a true story?
Yeah, you know what? I really didn't even know about Von Miller's situation. I think during the time I was actually getting a massage when my agent was on the phone going back and forth. But I just received a text message saying that I had signed and I never did agree to anything, and that's how that worked out. And like I said, it would have been good to go back to Baltimore, but things wasn't where it's supposed to be. So, like I said, that's why I'm here now with the Vikings, and just happy to be here with another opportunity to play football.
Za'Darius Smith here on the Rich Eisen Show of the Minnesota Vikings. So when you saw the schedule for the first time and you saw the first opponent is your former team in Green Bay, you thought what, Za'Darius?
Man, it's going to be a party. I can tell you that much. It's going to be a big show. It's going to be a very big show, man. Being able to go back there, as I once said, man, the things didn't work out in Baltimore for the Baltimore situation, and things didn't work out for Green Bay. I wanted to be in Green Bay. There were some things that upstairs didn't go right, but I want to appreciate them, man, for just giving me an opportunity as well to really showcase. You know, I had to come in and basically lead and be the guy who I was there because they had a guy like Clay Matthews. Clay Matthews was a big-name guy, and when they found out they was letting him go and I was coming in, they was like, who is this guy, you know? So I think I did what I was supposed to throughout my 3 years there, man. But like I said, man, I can't wait to get a chance to face them the first game and see that look on Aaron Rodgers' face when he see me on the other side of the ball.
What's the face going to look like?
I have no idea, but I hopefully all the fans can picture it. So.
The pleasantries. Will you say something, Aaron? If you see, when you meet him, Za'Darius, you can say something.
More than likely, you know what I'm saying. It's gonna be hey, it's good to see you again, but now it's not at practice, you know.
Right. Well, I guess you couldn't touch him in practice.
You're right. That's what I'm saying. That's basically what I'm saying. Yes, sir.
Okay, that's what I figured. So when you said things upstairs didn't work out in Green Bay, you talking financially or just belief in you?
No, I think it was more my contract situation, something that they wanted to do, and I didn't feel comfortable doing it. And my coaches, like I said, my coaches had left. So they was like, okay, we're just going to release you. You know, we're not going to hold you anywhere that you don't want to be anymore. I mean, I wanted to be there, but it just didn't work out, man. But like everybody, like I said, everybody is good upstairs. I really want to thank them for, like I said, giving me the opportunity, because when I was going to Green Bay, then nobody know who Za'Darius Smith was, but those people upstairs in a good way put me in a situation, man, to show my talent and become one of the best outside linebackers, pass rushers in this league. So, didn't nothing go bad. It was just situations that happened. And like I said, once again, I just want to thank them. But I can't wait to see them for the first game.
Yeah, and can you believe that Devontae's not there and Aaron stayed? Did that surprise you, Za'Darius?
It did a little bit, but you know how that go, man. I guess Tay had been with them for how many years? 9, am I correct? I think
right
9
around
years.
that. Yep.
Yeah, and he had an opportunity to go back and play with his quarterback from college, man. So I don't blame him, man. Like I said, he's been there for 9 years, man. You know, he probably wanted something fresh and something new, but I wish him the best of luck too, man.
And then while everything was going on with Aaron about he might not play there anymore, he might, and then he did come back. What was your perspective on all that, sitting on the defensive side of the locker room?
Of having a quarterback. You know, that's the scary part of knowing when you got a defense as good as we were, and knowing that we possibly wasn't going to have a quarterback coming back. That was kind of scary. But for me, you know, I wasn't able to perform because I had the small injury and I went through this year. So,
right,
man, it was a scary moment for the whole team. But, you know, he did what he was supposed to. He came back and made it right, and everything was corrected. So, you know, I'm wishing them luck, and I'm just happy he's still there here because I get to play him twice a year now.
Yes, you do. So is Za'Darius Smith here on the Rich Eisen Show. Is there a revenge factor to that game for you? Do you circle?
No revenge. It's going to be more of a just excitement game. You know, like I said, I've been there for a while, and just being able not to be able to really go hard and tackle the running back there, Aaron Jones or Dillon, or be able to hit Aaron Rodgers, you know, to sack him. I couldn't ever do that. So, just to get that opportunity now to do that and at the end of the day laugh at it, because it's all going to be a game. It's all fun at the end of the day. So it's just going to be happy and excitement, man, to get them in our territory now to play them.
Yeah, I know. And plus, you know, the state of the NFC North and how it has been for a while. Obviously, you've been in the penthouse version of that in Green Bay, right? But so you know, like that right off the bat can give you an upper hand in a divisional race that you need to win. Certainly,
yes, sir. I actually know what it takes to be number one in in our conference. And when I say that, meaning now that I'm here, I know what I can take with me and help this team build to become basically the kings of the North. So. We just going to take it one day at a time. Like I said, we're just now getting started. It's OTAs, but when it really get down to crunch time during training camp, man, we're going to build to be basically not the penthouse, but the mansion of the North. How about that?
Yeah, sure. And so you're new to Minnesota. So is the head coach. What can you tell Vikings fans about Kevin O'Connell in your first blush?
Young coach, man. He's all about his players. You know, a younger coach that really want to know, hey, how do you guys feel, man? And that's one thing that we love about him, because it's always not about the coach and what he's thinking. He want to know what the players are thinking, man. And that's good to have on a football team. And a younger coaching staff, man. He's knowing exactly where we're coming from, and he's also knowing that basically he just came from a championship team. So whatever he can bring with us, man, is going to help us even more to get to that mansion that I was talking about.
Yeah, and earlier in the conversation, Za'Darius Smith, you were talking about Green Bay asked you to do some things, and your coaches had left, so on and so forth. You're in a 3-4 defense here in Minnesota. This is what you're comfortable doing, right? You're going to start to. So you're in a spot where you feel your talents can be utilized, is what you're saying.
Yes, sir.
Got to pick that up.
I'm familiar with all the plays and what I need to do in my position, and I can also come in and, help the younger guys. Coach always have me in the front of the line, helping me show the guys the ropes. So I'm good at doing that, and every other guy's coming along, man. So me just playing my part and being here and helping young guys grow is a big factor also.
So you do have a mentoring concept for everybody else. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Because you heard what Tannehill said about Malik Willis, right? That even though
What did he say? I did.
Well, he said that it's not his job to mentor the kid, is what he said.
Hey, look, I look at it, man, as when I go to work and I come to work, man, it's all a brotherhood, man. Whatever I may know that I'm strong at or good at, I can help the younger guys with what they're weak at. So I'm all about helping my teammates and helping them become better. I think it was some things that were said about me and a younger guy that played with Green Bay, Rashawn Gary. Man, Rashawn Gary was a guy who I helped each and every day. I love him to death, man, and as you can see how he grew as a player from over those 3 years, man, I just want to actually bring that excitement and leadership to this team as I did while I was in Green Bay. So every guy can be dominant at our position and at every position, man. So I'm just happy to be here and excited.
Za'Darius Smith of the Vikings. Couple more minutes left with you, sir. How does a kid from Alabama wind up in Kentucky? How did that happen?
Man, it's a crazy story, man. I'm going to sit here and tell you. So I was a basketball player, and I always hooped. I always played basketball. That was my passion. That was my dream. But
Okay.
it was one coach, my coach, Ben Blackman. He kept telling me this, and this was from 8th grade. He was like, man, look, you need to come out and play football. And my mom, she was always scared. She was like, no, you're going to get hurt. And I'm like, Mom, what are you talking about? Basketball, you can get hurt too. So it came to my senior year, man, when I went and tried to play AAU basketball, traveling ball, and I got a chance to see that really wasn't for me, you know. So I took the time out to go back upstairs to where the football facility was and asked Coach Blackman could I play football. And the crazy thing about it, you wouldn't believe this. That coach told me to go ask my senior classmates if I can come out and play because I had basically missed like spring training and the summer because I was playing basketball during the time.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, man, go ask your teammates, your senior class teammates, if you can come out here because, you know, that's disrespectful to them because you haven't been here. And I was like, all right, I'm going to go ask them. When I asked them, they said yes, and that was the only way that I could get on the football field. Isn't that something, man?
Yeah.
To be able to have guys to basically have a hold on my future. And if they would have said no, man, I wouldn't be here today. I wouldn't be here talking to you, man, because football would have never existed if them guys would have said no. So getting to that, to me going to Kentucky, I played football that senior year, man, had a great year, but I had to take the junior college route because a lot of D1 schools, you know, didn't believe in a first-year guy that played football for 1 year. So I took the JUCO route, went to junior college, man, actually learned the game from another coach, Coach Jimmy Brumbaugh, man. He took me up under his wing, showed me the game, and it came time for me to go to a D1 school. I had all the offers in the world, man. I could have went anywhere, but that coach from my junior college that taught me the game, Jimmy Brumbaugh, actually got the job at Kentucky 2 days before signing day for me to go to a D1 school, man. And he called me and was like, Z, I want you to come with me. And that's exactly how I ended up at Kentucky. But to say this, man, that's similar to what I'm telling you now of how my coaches came from Green Bay to, you know, Minnesota. You know what I'm saying? I had already knew everything.
Mm-hmm.
The transition when I went from junior college to Kentucky, I knew all the techniques, so I was in first in line helping the other guys. But that's exactly what happened, man, and just happy to be here today, man, to be a football player in this National Football Player League.
That is amazing. Certainly, since it's all worked out for you, Za'Darius Smith. But in all, let's be honest here, though. What were your power forward? Your slash line was what, 10 and 10? You give me 10 and 10.
I was a center. That's the crazy part.
Center.
I was a center at 6'3". At 6'3", I was a center, man, and those guys that I was playing traveling ball with was highly recruited. They was D1 players, so they was like 7'2".
Oh man!
You know, so I was getting my shot blocked, man. Guys dunking on me, and I was like, nah, this is not for me.
You'd rather go rush the quarterback. I get it.
Exactly.
Center.
But it all work hand in hand. It worked hand in hand. The stuff that I learned from basketball is why I'm so good now with football because it's basically eye and hand coordination. And I've just been good with that of transitioning that from basketball to football, man.
So no 3-point shooting for Za'Darius
No
Smith?
3-point shooting.
None?
Hey, I could have. If I shoot a 3, man, I'm trying to build a house because I'm shooting all 3.
All right, see, I mean, like Jay Crowder, PJ Tucker, like those guys can shoot threes every now and then. You can't jar one from 3 every now and then?
Look, I can tell you this. It's been 12. No, is it 12? Yeah, it's been 12 years since I played basketball. So I can tell you, I can't.
Well, maybe
I was like Shaq at the free throw line. How about that?
Maybe the Timberwolves will need a 10-day contract. You never know. No,
man,
okay.
Hopefully, man, that would be awesome, man. I'll just sit on the bench. I won't even go on the court. I'll just put the gear on.
Za'Darius Smith, this has been a pleasure. Look for my call more often, okay?
Yes, sir, I will. Appreciate it. Thanks so much, Rich.
And anytime. Congrats on the gig in Minnesota, and we'll check back in shortly. Thanks for the call.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it.
There you go. Za'Darius Smith. What a delight. Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.